Rochat goes where many of us would definitely not dare. She regularly swims with schools of sharks without a scuba tank or a cage for protection.
Now, the conservationist says she leaves her fear on shore as she comes face to face with tiger sharks. And now she's on a mission to use the dangerous exercise to protect the predators from a cull. Leslie Rochat is known as the shark warrior. She's been diving with sharks for over 15 years.
I swim with sharks for many reasons. Firstly, I swim with them because I want to show people that the perception they have of sharks is totally wrong. These aren't monster man-eaters looking for people to eat, but rather incredibly beautiful animals that deserve our respect, our admiration, and most of all, our protection.
But her latest dive is a little out of the ordinary. Wearing nothing but a pair of bikini bottoms, Leslie hangs on a hook surrounded by sharks. By her own admission, it was extreme and risky, but for Leslie, the message is more important. The ship was created to push for a ban against drum lines like those now used in the WA shark cull. And Leslie's broader mission to protect the creatures she respects and loves. And Leslie Rochat joins us now from Cape Town. Leslie, seeing you swim that close to sharks would be terrifying for many people. You're worried taking such a risk might be sending the wrong message to people watching the video?
The very reason that you are asking me a question like that is why I do it. It's to give people the right message, because the message they have about sharks right now, that sharks are monster man-eaters, is a complete lie. And that lie is perpetuated by irresponsible media that makes money out of selling sensationalism, and also by irresponsible decisions made by those in power, such as we've seen in Western Australia recently.
Okay, so you're saying everyone should go swimming with tiger sharks, that it's all safe and everyone's very, very happy?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there is a risk involved in being with any wild animal, and you shouldn't do it unless you have experience, like myself. But that risk is very small, and we need to put shark bites into perspective. That's what I'm saying. Less than 10 people a year are killed by sharks worldwide. More people die from faulty toasters or falling off their chairs than are ever killed by sharks.
Okay, so if we don't use drum lines, what's the best way to protect beachgoers, particularly in WA, from the risk of shark attack and the increasing shark attacks?
You know, in South Africa, I'd like to use an example back at home in my hometown, Fishhoek. It's an area that has seen some shark attack fatalities. And instead of putting in very invasive devices such as drum lines or shark nets, we have chosen to do other things, such as put an exclusion net in place. So there are different things that can be done. But just like South Africa, which also puts shark nets in and drum lines along our coast, a section of our coast, it's something that hails back to more than 50 years ago, to the previous century, in fact. And it is not the answer to save bathing.
So what is the answer?
We are living in critical environments.
What is the answer?
Where the need to conserve... I think the answer is, number one, instead of spending so much of taxpayers' money in killing sharks, rather use that money in scientific research and looking at the different alternatives that there are. And there are a lot on the go at the moment that scientists are busy researching, and also spend more money educating the public and making them shark-wise about using the ocean environment safely.
Okay.
It's interesting, a lot of people are trying to work out why there are that many sharks in those areas. I think lots of people would not like to know that answer. Leslie, thanks for your time.
Fascinating, wasn't it? To entertainment now.